The untold story of Thanksgiving dishes, from Pilgrims to today. Right? Time travel taste test. I'm hopping through centuries and bringing a plate back from each stop. First course, 1621, Plymouth. No fancy table settings, no pumpkin pie. Wampanoag and colonists share a harvest feast. Venison, lots of it. Duck, goose, wild turkey, not the star. Corn, samp or porridge, beans, squash, wild rice, berries, shellfish, eels, smoky, savory, seasonal. No butter-loaded mash, no sugar-drenched desserts. Ovens are rare. Sugar is expensive. Wheat is scarce. Late 1700s, early American pies, pumpkin, apple, baked in proper ovens, sweetened with molasses or maple. Turkey rises, big enough to feed a crowd, native to the land, cheaper than beef. Mid-1800s, myth-making. Sarah Josepha Hale champions Thanksgiving, roast turkey, pumpkin pie. Victorian nostalgia and cookbooks make turkey the headliner. Late 1800s to early 1900s, industrial pantry. Canned pumpkin speeds pies. Cranberry sauce becomes a thing. The jellied canned cylinder arrives by the 1940s. Marshmallow-topped sweet potatoes, marketing in the 1910s. 1950s, convenience era. Green bean casserole, 1955. Canned mushroom soup, crispy fried onions, boxed stuffing mixes, frozen pie crusts. Thanksgiving isn't one menu, it's many. Southern, cornbread dressing, collard greens, pecan pie, Italian-American, lasagna, Chinese-American, roast duck. Puerto Rican, pernil beside turkey, indigenous foods as foundation, corn, beans, squash, wild rice. Today, a mashup of centuries, heritage turkey, spiced cranberry orange sauce, sourdough herb stuffing, roasted squash, Three Sisters, green bean casserole, big bite. Thanksgiving isn't frozen, it's living. Edited by each generation. First feast, local, practical. Victorian era, symbolic. 20th century, convenient. Now, choice. Honor indigenous ingredients. Tell honest stories. Invite every family's flavor to the table. What's on your time travel plate this year? Pick a dish from the past, add your present, and serve a future worth celebrating.